I ain't gonna lie. The next roaster honoree is, okay, but butcher your name. I went to public school. Kevin Wilk. Are you hearing him? Honorable. Oh, you see, look. We went to public school too. Look. I don't know.
I'm Kevin Wilk, Wilk Green City Councilmember. I was mayor a couple of years ago, and all I know is that when Tony Thurman mentioned that there were some honorees here, including Walnut Creek Councilmember, all the eyes turned toward over here, and I know it's not because you all identified who I was. Why did you put all six of us over here? Yes, well, I mean, and what a privilege it is to be able to honor Lil Nas over here. But I do really have to thank Lamar. He put on a lovely feast here, and that was a sacrifice because we know Lamar does love his Applebee's. Although he was adventurous, a couple of weeks ago he took a date to Chili's. And Lamar did just announce, actually, that as a first in California, Taco Bell is going to be combining with the cannabis dispensaries. It's true. Now customers will be able to go through the Taco Bell drive-thru and they'll be asked if they want hot or mild edibles with their meal. Yeah, right? You can pay me later, Mo. I know you're stealing that one. But this is a good thing, because as we know from the newspaper, Antioch's had some budget issues, right? I mean, revenues are down. McDonald's is only one golden arch. And I do have to give a lot of credit. Lamar and Antioch are in the newspaper all the time. The East Bay Times now changed their name to the Antioch Gazette. And I don't want to say the Antioch City Council is divided, but Congress has had more unanimous votes the last 4 years than Antioch. And that is true. But Lamar is really proud of Antioch, and he should be. He once gave me a brochure saying things to do in Antioch. I opened it up and it said, "You're doing it." But I've got to give Lamar a hand. He came up with Antioch's catchy new slogan, "Antioch, the gateway to Oakley." You may have read. Don't go away from me, bro. You may have read that Barnes & Noble is leaving Antioch for Brentwood. I guess they do read in Brentwood after all. Brentwood out there. But no worries. The space is not going to remain vacant for long. After much pleading, Antioch got Hair Club for Men to take it over. Now I was going to make a joke about Lamar's hair, but as you can see, there's really not a lot going on there. Well, Lamar has never had a bad hair day, right, Mo? Me either. All right. And as we heard, Lamar grew up in L.A., which is not too far from Mount Baldy. I'll give you a minute. You grew up in L.A. too. I'm not bald, man. I want to talk about a serious thing for a minute here, because we do know that there has been a serious issue with some former Antioch police officers getting indictments. And it is serious, because 4 indictments is a serious thing. It's still 87 less than our last president. But and I saw in the news last week during Lamar's nightly news segment that BART now has new fare entry gates that are 6 feet high. And Lamar is the most helpful mayor. He said, anybody from Antioch that's looking to fare evade, make sure you bring your 7-foot ladder. And one thing, we know that it's election year. This is why we're here. It's a big year for us. And when we know that, I'm up too, man.
Same here.
When we're there you go, Mr. Alex walking away. Well, waiting for election results it's like waiting for your grade on a group project. He knows he did his job right. He's just worried the rest of y'all screwed it up.
We're not going to screw it up.
No, nobody's going to screw it up. In fact, Starbucks is offering a new specialty drink just for Election Day. It's called a full of Crappuccino. That's too yogi. So the reason we're all here, we admire Lamar, and I want to say that we know that he changed his name from Lamar Thorpe to Lamar Hernandez Thorpe, and there's no joke about that. I just think it's a really stand-up thing and an honorable thing to do to honor your parents that raised you. And I bravo for that. So we're here because Lamar cares about his community, cares about the people, cares about his friends and his family, and I consider Lamar a friend, and I don't want to get on his bad side, so I'm going to consider him a good friend. And we're all thrilled that Lamar is running again for re-election. I'm thrilled to be able to work with you as a colleague, even though it's 13 miles away and like another state out there. But we all appreciate what you do for the region, Lamar. Congratulations, Lamar in 24.
Wow. Thanks, man. You know, it's kind of hard when you do a roast. You see roast on TV. A lot of times it's just, you just roast them raw. You really want to go, ugh. But when you get a cool dude like that, it's kind of hard to roast somebody that's real cool, kind of laid back. But you know what? I'm not gonna roast you as much as your friends and family. That is beautiful.